Today we're going to learn how to make a guitar strap. The first thing you need if you want to make a guitar strap is some fabric. So get your fabric. If you want some vinyl or canvas or something durable, and then get your design all sewed up on it the way you want it. Then lay that fabric out, pull out an old guitar strap, and trace around it. After you trace around it again, adding your seam allowances, so you've got seam allowances. It's pretty important. Then cut that thing out. I like to move and use a roller cutter, because it makes my life a lot easier. Although, it's probably too long for the mat, so I'll probably run off and cut my table up, and it's cool though, it's an old table. Wife hates it anyways. So, yeah, roller cutter, cut that thing out, get the pieces out of the way. Man, there's a lot of pieces involved. Roller cutting, crack between the roller cutter mat and the table. I'll get it. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's move that piece. That piece is obnoxious. I hate cutting stuff out, it takes so long. Alright, now the other side, here we go. Oh, maybe. Nope, yep, don't forget the seam allowance. Don't cut the seam allowance off. Start all over again. Doggone it. Alright, get that crap out of the way. Alright, now, go the edge, because of course we cut the table up and missed the edge, because, alright, get that little corner. Almost there. Alright, now it's starting to look like a strap. There we go. Good work. Because I cut my top layer of vinyl and my bottom layer of canvas out together, now I can just sew around them. I gotta make sure I leave a gap though, so I can turn it inside out. Make sure while you're sewing that you leave some space so that you can flip that thing inside out. This is the worst part, especially if you have giant sized fingers, because you have to kind of poke at it and push the fabric and pull it, and it's a total disaster. It takes forever. Eventually though, you'll get it turned inside out. Oh man, it's getting there. Oh, one of the tips for people with big fingers is sometimes when you get to the very end, just give up, because your fingers are too fat fingers. So instead, just take a marker or something. Take a marker. Yeah, get a marker. Alright, and then stick it inside. Oh, yeah, my last night out. I spent my bachelor party years ago. The marker is dead, but it turns seams for me. Stick it in there, and then push on the ends, and that will help straighten out the ends so that it gets inside out, even though you have fat fingers. Yeah, there, now it's starting to look like a guitar strap. Alright, now get the marker out of there before you sew it. Stupid marker stuck in there. That'd be dumb. Now the next step, which I totally forgot, is to stitch all the way around the edges so that it's all closed up and looks like a strap. But we can enjoy these sailboats instead for a minute. Here's an optional step, but don't blame me if your strap falls apart and your guitar breaks. Reinforce the tabs with like a piece of leather or something so that your strap doesn't fall off and then your guitar breaks and, you sue me. In order to make a tab for the ends of the strap, just draw around your old strap and then do it again so that you got two. This way you'll have two tabs, one for the top, one for the bottom. Then sew around those tabs and the strap so that it's all together one piece. Then you gotta cut out that hole so it'll actually attach to your guitar. If you don't like the color of the leather piece because it doesn't match and leather's expensive, now's a good time to Sharpie it the color of your choice. Next you're gonna need a hole or 5 to make it adjustable, so, I only need 1 because I know how big I am, but I gotta find out where to put it. I go back to the old strap and mark it with a piece of chalk. Once you get it marked, just sew it like a buttonhole on a shirt. If you don't know what that means, then read your manual or just follow these steps. Put it on buttonhole 1 and then put your stitch distance at like 0, and then line it up and get going, and that'll go down one side of the buttonhole, and it'll take really forever because you have real short stitches. And then when you get to the bottom, stop, change it to step 2, and that'll stitch the bottom, and then stop and change it to step 3, and that should start going backwards. And then the thread will get all jammed up because you're trying to guide it with one hand while you take a video for people who don't know how to make their own guitar straps, and so you'll have to you'll have to untangle all the thread and probably tear the bobbin out, and then eventually you'll be ready to finish it again. But then go ahead and do part 3 now that you got it all cleaned up, and it'll go backwards until you get back up to the top, and then when you get to the top, stop, turn it back to step 2 and 4, and then you stitch the top part, and it's done. Pretty much. Pull it out, or go over it again if you can't sew it right the first time, like some kind of idiot. Shoot. Yeah, one more time. Okay, we're almost there. Almost there. Alright, yeah, okay, good enough. Cut those threads. Then last, pull out your Sharpie and cut a hole. Pretty much done. If you have a cool strap like mine, you can just change the top and reattach the bottom, so I had to go check and make sure my holes were cut right, but it looks like it's right, and so it's looking pretty good. Maybe eventually I'll get around to making a tutorial for that bottom part. It'll be called Tutorial Part 2, but first I gotta take some MySpacey pictures of me and my guitar strap in the mirror. So there it is, the top part of a guitar strap. Maybe eventually I'll get around to showing you how to make Part 2, but not tonight. I'm tired and grouchy. I'm sorry. And of course, while we all admire that sailboat again, let me remind you to go check out our blogs. They're listed in the link bar on the right. Leave us comments, because otherwise we don't think people read, and it makes us sad.